Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome everybody to our Chamber Monthly Luncheon. Beautiful weather outside, great crowd out today. We're very excited that you all were able to join us. First and foremost, to bless today's meal from First United Methodist Church, Pastor Chris Basil.
It is basil. It's like the spice. I just pronounce it wrong, but that's okay. I am Reverend Chris Basil, and it is a pleasure to be back with you. I've not been here in a very long time. It almost feels normal, and I'll take it. I am only 2 days coming off of Easter, which is the biggest day of my year, and so I am very tired, but very much filled with hope. I'm also slated to get my second vaccination tomorrow. And so I anticipate being tired again in about 2 days, but I'm actually hopeful about that too. And so today, in between those two events, I invite you to either bow your head and pray with me, or at least keep respectful silence as we combine the two realities of being very tired, but yet still hopeful. Would you join me? God of all people, we come to you at the end of a long winter, and a pandemic winter that's been even longer still. God, so many of us are tired, hurting, anxious, depressed from all of it. God, the cost of this year has been high. The cost to our lives and our health, our relationships, and our livelihoods has been high. And so, God, you'll have to forgive some of us for wondering where you've been through all of this. And so first, God, we thank you for the reminders many of us have had that you've never been far from us. Not that many days ago, your Jewish children celebrated Passover, remembering that you were with them even in slavery. 4 days ago, your Christian children honored Good Friday, remembering that you took our suffering upon you on that cross. And in just a week, your Muslim children will celebrate Ramadan and remember that fasting and hardship can actually be an opportunity for us to grow closer to you. And so, God, thank you for these reminders that you always share our suffering, that you know and love each of the almost 3 million souls worldwide who have lost their lives to this pandemic, and that you cherish each person hurting from a lost job, lost income, lost business, lost health, and lost loved ones. God, we thank you first for knowing us, for being with us, for suffering with us, and even, yes, dying with us. But God, we also need more than your presence in our suffering. God, we need a confidence rooted in more than fancy. We need an optimism founded on more than naivete. We need a promise we can trust. A promise that you will make a way through hardship. A promise that spring will always follow winter. That feasts will always follow fasts. The resurrection will always follow death, and that freedom will always follow slavery. God, we need hope in the face of our despair. We need new life in a world surrounded in death. God, we need a victory of love over all the forces we see arrayed against it. And so, God of all people, give us that hope. Give us that life. Give us love everlasting. Give your children of all faiths and none the assurance that no darkness can forever stand against your light, and that while weeping, yes, may last the night, hope truly does come in the morning. God, help us emerge from both these long winters with a new appreciation for what truly matters. You, your creation, your children, and the love that binds us all together. In that spirit, bless this food to our bodies, bless us to the work that we do, and bless this time to the betterment of our community. We pray all this in your name. Amen.
Thank you very much, Pastor Basil. Appreciate that. We have two for Tuesdays today. So we're going to have them come up one at a time to hear from them. First and foremost, from Kinetic by Windstream, Mr. Keith Stevens. Keith, I know you're here. There he is. Keith's going to come up and talk to us about Windstream.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Keith Stevens. I am your local Kinetic business representative from Windstream. Just a little backstory. I found out just a few hours ago that I was going to be standing up here doing this. So someone else typed this and I printed it out and here I stand. So bear with me a little bit. Also, while I'm standing here, I want to introduce a couple people in the back that are part of our team. I've got Bill Watson, who is our local operations manager, and then Jeffrey Phillips, who is with the retail store here in Somerset. We would love to spend some time and talk to you. If you've got issues or problems, Bill would be happy to talk to you. If you need service or help with anything like that, I'd love to spend some time, as would Jeff. Want to tell you that we're here and committed to serving Somerset and the broader Pulaski County for both residential and business services. We're not just the telephone company of old. We are in the process of building high-speed internet infrastructure that allows communities to grow and flourish. From a business perspective, not only do we offer connectivity, we offer communications platforms, business continuity, and security offerings. We'd love to, like I said, schedule some time, have a conversation, help you with your needs, address issues, all of that sort of stuff. That's kind of what we are here for. I'm going to hang out for a little bit. After the event, I'll be at the table. If you want to come up, I've got cards. I'm happy to talk, point you in the right direction, do anything I can to help. At the end of the day, most importantly, we just want the opportunity to serve you and the community. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith. Our second Two for Tuesday today from One Better Advertising, Teresa Woodrum.
Good afternoon. You all each have a flyer on your table. Kind of describes who we are, what we are. But I wanted to do this today because with One Better Advertising, we do the local cinema ads. So a lot of people are wondering how the cinemas are doing and what One Better is doing for our clients. So fun thing this morning, I was watching the news and it told how Godzilla vs. Kong had made a huge breakthrough in the cinemas over the weekend. They did $30 million. So that tells you people are going back to the cinemas and they are actually watching the advertisements and what's in front of it. I know that everybody has been affected by COVID, and so have we. We are a small family-owned business out of Minnesota. Had to stop and think for a minute. But in the normal times, we have a lot of advertisers up on the screen, and we are working to get Somerset back up and running again. We have several on, but on the bottom, there is two names, John Sutton and myself, and we have a table back in the back, and I have some information, and if you all would be interested in me meeting with you, I would love to meet you all also and do a one-on-one. Thank you.
I think that dog's got nicer shoes on than I do. So just to remind everybody, we are live on Facebook today. Very exciting news. So for anybody who couldn't be here with us in person today, we'd like to welcome you at home. Thank you for tuning in. A couple of announcements, and then we have a new segment that we're going to do moving forward for the rest of the year. So bunch of ribbon cuttings that are coming up. If you have some agendas on your tables, you'll see those. In particular, I'd like to point your attention to this Thursday. Team Modern is going to be hosting their grand opening ribbon cutting for their new facility out in the 461 Valley Oak industrial complex. If anybody's driven by, I can tell you I had the privilege of taking a tour out there a few weeks ago, and it is one of the most technologically advanced facilities I've ever seen. And Team Modern has invited everyone here to come out and join them for their grand opening. So that will be, it is not at 12 o'clock noon like it says on here. It will be from 5:30 to 7:30 on Thursday, April 8th. So it's this Thursday, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., not 12 o'clock noon. And it will be out at their facility. So we are going to be doing a ribbon cutting at 6 o'clock, and there will be guided tours of their facility, and there will also be lots and lots of food, I've been told. Chris Girdler in the SPIDA office has done a wonderful job setting this up. So job well done, Chris. We appreciate you letting us be a small part of it, but that's a big deal one. Also, I want to mention our business, our virtual Business of the Year award winners. So a new spotlight that we're going to do is going to be on these Businesses of the Year moving forward. So again, we didn't have an annual banquet for the first time in a long time, if ever, in January. We just couldn't justify the risk, and we didn't know how many people we'd even be able to have at a banquet in January. So we did a virtual banquet. So the first thing we did, and I've said this many times, is we watched a lot of other virtual banquets, and we found a lot of very boring virtual banquets. And we found a lot of people who probably were struggling with putting together a virtual banquet as much as we were. So we tried to put something together that was going to be more user-friendly and was going to be more at your pace. So you could go on our website, you could pick the videos from our award winners that you wanted. We put a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money into this, and I'd like to commend my executive committee for having the vision to do this. Sean, Matt, Tiffany, you guys really did a wonderful job putting this together, and then Rakaya Pryor on our staff really helped quarterback this virtual Business of the Year, these videos, and they turned out great. So I want to make sure that each month we're highlighting a couple different ones of these. So we thought we would start out this month with our two of our awards. We're going to do our Distinguished Community Service Award, which is essentially the highest award that we hand out as a chamber. It's for a lifetime of giving back to our community. And the award winner this year for our Distinguished Community Service Award was Cornelia Cooper. So we're going to play that video right now, and then we'll play our new Business of the Year video after that. So if we could go ahead and tee up Cornelia's video and let everybody watch that. If you'll look over here at the giant screen, we're going to get started. For our final award, we present our Distinguished Community Service Award. This award honors outstanding individuals who have dedicated a lifetime of service to our community. This individual is an inspiration to the community, both in their profession and in their efforts to make our region a better place to live, work, and play. After moving to Somerset from Madisonville in 1961, Cornelia Dozier Cooper, wife of the late Richard Ernst Cooper, and sister-in-law to the late United States Senator John Sherman Cooper, became an active arts philanthropist in her new community. Cornelia was the president and founding member of Lake Cumberland Performing Arts and was a featured artist for the University of Kentucky Art Museum's Art in Bloom fundraiser. She is also the recipient of the Master Musicians Festival Lifetime Achievement Award and has supported the Lake Cumberland Children's Theater Series and performing arts programming at Somerset Community College. Cooper was also a member of the first ever Kentucky Arts Council Board, following the agency creation in 1965. An accomplished watercolor artist who studied at Oxford University, Cooper started the Cornelia Dozier Cooper Endowment Fund for the Arts. A tribute in the Congressional Record written by Congressman Hal Rogers lists Cornelia Cooper's many accomplishments to include the only female member of the Governor's Mansion Commission, McDowell Cancer Board, East Kentucky Leadership Foundation Private Individual Award, past president of the Somerset Garden Club, chair of the Fountain Square Foundation, original member of the Kentucky Arts and Crafts Foundation, past member of the UK Museum Board, president of the Cornelia Cooper Endowment Fund, and last year's recipient of the prestigious Milner Award. The Cooper Building, located on the campus of Somerset Community College, is named in honor of Cornelia and her late husband, Richard Cooper. Mr. and Mrs. Cooper were avid supporters of higher education and great philanthropists to Somerset Community College, along with the University of Kentucky. Ms. Cooper spent decades keeping Somerset's Fountain Square beautiful by planting flowers and leading renovation projects. Ms. Cooper was a consultant on the most recent Fountain Square beautification project and delivered the keynote address at its dedication in 2013. After the Carnegie Library donated numerous books to Ms. Cooper, she led the charge to get a library tax passed in Somerset by going door to door to rally support for our community's first library. The Library Commission's first meeting was in 1967, and the library opened in the old post office building in 1972. This accomplishment was the inspiration behind turning the old library into the Carnegie Community Arts Center. Ms. Cooper still resides in downtown Somerset and has 2 children, 5 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. It is a true privilege and honor to recognize Cornelia Cooper as our 2020 Chamber of Commerce Distinguished Community Service Award winner.
On behalf of the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce, it is my honor to present the 2020 Distinguished Community Service Award to Ms. Cornelia Cooper. Congratulations, Ms. Cooper.
Thank you so much. I want to thank the Chamber for this wonderful award because it's supposed to be for the Outstanding Citizen of the Year. And I have known so many great citizens here, so it's quite an honor for me to receive this. So thank you so much. I moved here in 1961 when I married Dick Cooper, and I remember when he was showing us the community. So we went out in the car, and I fell in love with the Pulaski County hills. And someone said they hadn't looked at them for 100 years. But anyway, and then the Lake Cumberland, and also the beauty of nature here all around us. I'm a watercolorist, so I have painted all over the county and absolutely love it. But the special thing here is our people. They have built this community which is so welcoming to people that move in here. That is special. It's the kind of thing that we have to think about now, of things that are really good in life. The Coopers, Dick Cooper and our great Senator John Sherman Cooper, and Don and the family, and particularly Mrs. Cooper, because her family was Tartars. And they were, all of them were some of our leaders for 200 years. Our county is 200 years old. Not very many people know that. But anyway, now we have these exemplary leaders and citizens that we're so proud of. And I have really deep faith that all of us can fight this pandemic and straighten the things out in our country, and we'll be better than we ever were before. And thank you again for this wonderful award.
Congratulations, Miss Cooper.
2020 new business. Hey, Tiffany, how old is Miss Cooper? 96? 96 years old. That's so impressive. Yeah, big round of applause for Miss Cornelia Cooper. So our next award that we're going to highlight is going to be our 2020 New Business of the Year. Our 2020 New Business of the Year is a dream come true for contractors and weekend warriors alike. ProTrade Hardware is a story of the perseverance and sheer determination of Lucas and Jennifer Bates. Both will tell you that leaving corporate America to start their own business has not been an easy road. There's been a great deal of blood, sweat, and tears put into their hardware store, and they wouldn't trade it for anything. A few years back, luck would have it that a conversation with the Chamber of Commerce helped set the wheels in motion on their entrepreneurial journey. After a great deal of research and some family connection, Lucas and Jen became interested in the possibility of bringing a locally owned hardware store to Pulaski County. With Jennifer's father already owning a successful equipment rental company and being a well-established contractor, it only made sense to partner up and open a local hardware store. So to clarify, Lucas and Jennifer left their successful and secure jobs in the middle of a global pandemic to become business owners. Definitely not something that would be done by the faint of heart. Since March of this year, Lucas and Jen spent every waking hour working to make their dream a reality. The goal of ProTrade is to be the go-to place for quality products, like the mom and pop stores used to be back in the day. Although ProTrade Hardware is new to our community, they have been busy finding ways to give back. Since opening, co-owner Jennifer Bates has become a pink ambassador for the American Cancer Society and helped raise over $1,000 for breast cancer research during the month of October. ProTrade also donates several items to various schools in the area for cheerleading teams, fall festivals, etc. Recently, they also had t-shirts printed in support of our local law enforcement. Every sale helps raise money for the City of Somerset's Police Department. Congratulations to our 2020 New Business of the Year, ProTrade Hardware.
Lucas and Jennifer, on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, we'd like to present you with our 2020 New Business of the Year Award.
Well, thank you.
I'd just like to thank all of the friends and family that have supported us along this journey. It's been a roller coaster, but a good one. Especially thank Outcrop Equipment and Kenneth Decker for helping us along this journey.
Congratulations, y'all. We look forward to you being many, many more years of success.
Heck
Thank you,
yeah.
Matt. Appreciate it.
At this time, I'd like to bring up our 2021 Chamber of Commerce President, Mr. Matt Ford.
Those videos are fun to watch, aren't they? If you've not had a chance to watch all of them, you can get on our Chamber of Commerce website and watch all of those. They're very, very good to watch. This time, just welcome to everyone, all of our guests, our elected officials, and all of our membership. Thank you all for being here. again with us on the first Tuesday of the month. We would like to recognize our world sponsors, our Chairman Circle sponsors, and our Ambassador Circle sponsors. Those are all listed along the wall as well as at your table. Without their support, we could not do what we're doing here at the chamber. One that I would like to point out this month, Pepsi Cola out of Corbin has moved up from a lower sponsorship level up to the Chairman Circle. So congratulations to Pepsi Cola. Give them a big hand. As always, Lonnie and crew here at the Center for Rural Development, what a great place for our community to gather and meet. So thank you all for allowing us to meet here once again. As well as Karen's Catering, what a great meal. That dessert was something special. So give them a big hand as well. At this time, I want to turn the podium over to Tiffany Finley, and she's going to give us the new member business introductions.
Please join me in welcoming our new members. If you're in attendance, please stand so you can be recognized. Arden Turner, CPA. Okay. Since 2002, Arden Turner has provided our local community with both personal and professional financial services that include bookkeeping, payroll, planning, and tax preparation. And Arden specializes in nonprofit accounting. For more info, please contact Arden at 606-307-6190. Creative Corner Art and Writing Studio, contact Diana Mitchell, Juanita Crowder-Lawson, and Kathy Ragel? Okay. Located on Highway 39, Creative Corner Art and Writing Studio is an artist's dream come true. At Creative Corner, people can learn how to paint and draw. People can also learn creative writing, art journaling, and crafts. Community artists Diana Mitchell and Juanita Crowder-Lawson share their art and their design to help you find your artistic side. Authors Catherine Ragel and John Collier will share their knowledge with you on writing and becoming a published author. There are also amazing youth programs that parents can involve their kids in, as well as a 6-week after-school art program. Everything from date night packages to quilting is at your fingertip at the Creative Corner. For more information, please check out their ever-changing Facebook page or contact Diana Mitchell at 260-410-7112. Thank you all. Not in attendance is Deb's Boutique and Beam Designs. Contact Amy McQueen and Deborah Roberts. Right, okay. Next we have Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Contact Stephen Booth right here in the back. For over 18 years, Stephen Booth has been helping people reach their financial goals. Stephen established process to help identify and achieve your financial goals. Creating long-term relationships with clients is incredibly important to Stephen so he can better understand what's important to you and your family and help keep you on track to achieve your goals. Stephen, his wife Nina, and their 2 children enjoy spending time as much as possible at their camper. From enjoying the lake to making s'mores with the kids, no matter what we're doing at camp, it's their happy place. Stephen spends Sundays with his church family at the Creek Church, volunteering with his children's programs. You don't have to make financial decisions alone. To contact Stephen, please contact him at 606-261-6713. Welcome, Stephen. Not in attendance is Equitable Advisors. Contact Drew Kalin. And also not in attendance is Keith Sales. Contact Sean Keith. And next we have Mike Measle Incorporated. I think they're here, right here in front. Started in 1978 and incorporated as Mike Measle Inc. in 1993, a construction and management company. Currently, Mike Measle Inc. has 20 employees on payroll. He has 131 subcontractors and their employees working alongside their operation. Mike Measle, Inc. specializes in building multi-story and office buildings, hospital renovations, and factory additions, but their main focus present day is building Dollar Generals and Family Dollar stores in Kentucky and Indiana. They are increasing the number of stores built every year with the anticipated goal of 100 stores in 2022. For more information, please contact Mike right here up front, 606-305-7199. Welcome, Mike. Muse Marketing and Design, contact Ryan Muse, right here in the middle. Based in Somerset and Lexington, Muse Marketing and Design offers most everything you need to take your vision to the public. Offerings include photography service, social media account management, and marketing web design and development, logo design, and more. Owners Ryan Muse and Carrie Bickett bring hard work, creativity, and experience of working with multiple industries in the last decade. If you're looking for a one-stop shop for all your marketing needs, please contact Muse Marketing and Design at 859-351-1000 or on their website, musemarketingkentucky.com. Thank you so much, Ryan, for being here. Okay, just a couple more. Pittman Creek Wholesale, contact Melanie Brummett right here. In 1978, Dawn and Morella Stevens started Pittman Creek Wholesale in Somerset, Kentucky. Pittman Creek Wholesale specializes in bass fishing market, providing its dealers with leading-edge products, hard-to-find special color items, and proven favorites. Pittman Creek Wholesale sells only to realtors who have permanent business locations and stock the merchandise that they sell. Now located in Danville, Kentucky, and owned by James S. Coffey, Pittman Creek Wholesalers serve over 2,000 retail locations in 49 states and several foreign countries. Currently, they stock over 26,000 items from over 280 vendors. Need a special order from a manufacturer? Pittman Creek Wholesale will gladly place special orders from most of their vendors in their catalog. Need a special color not found in big chains? Pittman Creek Wholesale offers 1,500 different color and size combinations, none of which are found in the manufacturer's catalogs. For more information, visit their website at pittmancreek.com. Thank you so much. And last but not least, United Staffing Agency. Contact Ben Myers and Charmin Bryant, right here in the middle. Located in Somerset, United Staffing Agency offers both human resource and staffing needs across the Commonwealth for agencies providing support for community living. United Staffing Agency is committed to ensuring these SCL companies have an increased ability to better focus on overall expert client care. For more information, please contact Charmaine Bryant, 937-508-5256. Welcome. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tiffany. At this time, if you are a chamber ambassador, if you would please stand up. Let's give all these people a hand. They really make this organization function much smoother. Thank you all. At this time, each month we recognize the ambassador for the month. And for this month, it is Kiefer Adkins, I'm sorry. Right here. There he is. Come up front and get your picture here with Sean. Smile, okay? Let's give him a big hand, yes. We have two corporate sponsors today, Cumberland Lake Shell. Miss Leah Taylor, I saw her earlier. Where you at? Way in the back. Thank you all for all you do for our community. She's always involved. Also, we have TTAI, Toyo Tetsu. We have Donnie Slagle. Many of you all know Donnie. He's one of our board members, once again, very involved in the community. But he brought a very special guest. We have the president of TTAI. Hopefully I'll get your name correctly. Kikuo Maeda. Close enough? All right. Give him a big warm welcome. And you're talking about large employers here in our county, and we appreciate all that you all are doing here as well. At this time, we're going to introduce our guest speakers from Campbellsville University. Campbellsville has made a very important impact here in our community. And if you would, I want to introduce the first of the two speakers is Donna Hedgepath. A Western Kentucky native, Dr. Donna Hedgepath is currently serving in her 6th term as provost and as vice president of academic affairs at Campbellsville University. Dr. Hedgepath taught vocal, music, and art and humanities at the Marion County High School and Lebanon Middle School from 1993 to 2001, while earning her Master's of Music in Music Education degree from CU in 1999. Following her years in public school, Dr. Hedgepath taught part-time for the School of Music at Campbellsville University. In 2004, Donna Hedgepath joined the School of Education facility and completed her PhD at the University of Kentucky in 2006. Dr. Hedgepath is married to Wesley P. Hedgepath and has 3 sons, Mitchell Tennell of Campbellsville, Nathan Hedgepath, and Aaron Hedgepath, both of Sturgis, Kentucky. She is also a proud granny of two granddaughters. They are great, but not great-granddaughters, just 2 granddaughters. If you would, please give her a warm welcome as she comes to speak.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here. And yes, they are wonderful grandchildren. Not great yet. We'll work on that later. But it's great to be here with you all in Somerset. Somerset's special to me. I have a family connection here. I've spent a lot of time here because of that. And so it's always nice to be here. Actually, I'll throw this in. I bought a car here last month. I love coming here to shop, and I love the folks that are here, and I've just had a great experience in this area. So again, thanks for having us here with you. I also serve as the Chief Academic Officer as Provost at Campbellsville University, and we are preparing for graduation in the most innovative way you can imagine. So we're excited to recognize our graduates here in a few weeks. We're dividing into about 16 different departments and having many ceremonies. So as Dr. Spears and I said, our regalia will be very sticky by the time we finish all of those different ceremonies. But it is an exciting time, and getting through a challenging year. One thing we've learned at Campbellsville, and I think we have been learning over the past few years, and especially in our tenure here at Somerset and the times we've had here, is learning to be innovative, to be flexible, to focus more on research, development of new programming, and meeting the needs of industry and of our students. So that is part of our planning for the future. One thing I just wanted to share with you, and you'll probably see it in the papers or around on the internet, but Campbellsville, we received the National Science Foundation grant, and we are just thrilled. It's the first time in the history of our university that we've received a federal science grant, and it's for our physics department. And we just are thrilled to move forward with that and dabble more in research with our students. We have several student-led for scholars with the Appalachian College Association, and with our new PhD in management, I got a thrill out of watching our first graduates and seeing their dissertation research and just becoming leaders in the field and finding ways to just make the world a better place. Lastly, we are in the process, I might say, of starting the first School of Chiropractic in the state of Kentucky. It's going to be located over in Harrodsburg, and our timeline is looking at January 2022. So please keep your eye out on that. It's really the most convenient spot if you know someone who's interested in chiropractic and practicing that for their future. We have pre-chiropractic programmings in place as well, and our folks at Somerset can have that conversation with you, as well as Harrodsburg and our main campus. So again, we're just exciting things are happening. And we hope to continue that movement and momentum here in the Somerset area. Place for all of us. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize our executive director and here with her staff, and we have faculty members here who are representing the center, and they work hard. And one thing about Campbellsville, if you graduate, at least this is my story, and I know some of your stories too, you get bitten by the CU bug and you love the place and you love to work for it. And we are passionate about what we have to offer for life change through our leadership and our staff down at the No Education Center here in Somerset. I'm going to go ahead and move on and introduce our interim president at Campbellsville, because you'll want to hear what he has to say. Dr. H. Keith Spears. He is a West Virginia native. I try not to hold that against him, because we talk about how West Kentucky and West Virginia are pretty much the same place, except for the hills. But it's just an interesting place. Over 40 years in higher education. It's his 13th year at Campbellsville University, and I remember when he came to us, I was actually serving as dean of the School of Education at the time, and he came with a lot of ideas and a lot of energy, and it's paid off, and we are so thankful for him. In his past, this is how interesting he is. Well, first of all, he has a bachelor's degree in biology, so he taught high school biology for a while. Then he went to Central Michigan. He got his master's in broadcasting. Then he went to Marshall and got a second master's in communication and ended up with his doctorate in higher education administration. So in between all that, we were sharing earlier as we were coming over here, he helped build 6 radio stations, a general manager for public television, a mass communication professor. This is one of the most interesting stories you hear from Dr. Spears come from the fact that he owned an amusement park and PR firms in the past. But as he's coming forward here, I am to have you ask him, or maybe don't ask him, about his promotion of some 50-odd concerts. So he is a promoter. He is also an advocate for Campbellsville University, and I think you'll enjoy hearing from him today. So thank you all. Here is Dr. Keith Spears.
I understand we're going to have slides, but the slides are over there, and Angie Travis is going to be the slide operator. Is that correct, Angie? And so if I want to change slides, I'll just kind of point to you, right? Okay. Bobby Clue, thank you very much. Been here a few years ago. Matt Ford, appreciate that very much, being able to be here. Live on Facebook, is that straight ahead? How's that? Okay, good. All right. Just, it is Facebook, right? It's all about the face, right? Mr. Atahi, is that right? I'm sorry. But with TTAI, hello to everyone. To you, sir, konnichiwa. Okay, very good. Just help me out a little bit with that, son. Hey, I did see Brian Mills here from the Senator's office. Thank you, Brian. You mentioned Leah Taylor. Leah has helped us out in the past here. There you are in the back. Thank you, Leah. Shane Acton, representative. I don't always recognize everyone with the mask, you understand. So I hope you accept my apologies. And I thought I saw Dr. Kerry Castle, Kerry, over here this way. He and I had lunch together over at Campbellsville several years, I guess about 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, right after you had first come. Maybe you and I have another little chat here in a little bit. I'm an old broadcaster, so I know at the top of the hour you got to be out of this. So I'm going to be straightforward with you. But it's good to be with people, and that's the reason I have the slide of people up here. This is my 13th year. My first day at Campbellsville University was here. What? But I was based in Louisville. Why was I in Somerset? Because we had a group of students who were graduating in criminal justice, and they were located at the Somerset Community College, quite honestly, and we were having a celebration for them. So the president told me, oh, by the way, Keith, on your first day, when you get to the office in Louisville, I want you to go to Somerset. Okay, let me find the map. And I found my way to Somerset. So on my very first day here, found out we had one program. Now we have 18 programs, still down on at stoplight 22, so keep that in mind. And you know, like my good friend Mike Tarter, another broadcaster, Mike thinks he's a broadcaster. You know, they don't let him on the air unless they have to let him on the air over there. But you are the Chamber of Commerce. You're the movers and the shakers, and that's what needs to happen in the community. As you're aware, Dr. Mike Carter retired back here in December. He had 22 years, a great run, and now he begins his new chapter. The Board of Trustees has asked me to step in for a while as an interim president. We don't know how long it'll be before you get that long-term president, so for those who deal with Campbellsville, you got to deal with me right now, and I'll try to be kind about that. Now, I have to say that in all reality, I'm honored and privileged to do that, but I'm a little scared at times. You know, we have nearly 14,000 students. 14,000 students. And as interim president, I have to memorize every one of their names. We have 1,200 employees, and I better know all those employees as we go through this. It's a task, and it's one that is a challenge, but, you know, we're all faced with challenges. If you're not familiar with me, Donna kind of hedged the hedge path of herself, and she mentioned I was from West Virginia. That's true. And those who live in this region will understand what I'm going to say right now. I'm from Appalachia, not Appalachia. I see some smiles out there because in Appalachia we say it that way, not Appalachia. In fact, if anyone ever asks you the difference between Appalachia and Appalachia, it's very simple. I have this piece of fruit in my pocket. I wish I did, but I don't. But so it's an imaginary fruit. So I'm going to take this imaginary piece of fruit out of I'm going to throw an apple at you. Okay? Everybody get that from now on. You know how to say that. And if you visit on our main campus, there's Bruce the Tiger. It is there, and you will see Harold and Elizabeth Spears' names engraved on that, because those are the two people that moved me forward in Appalachia and said to me that you too can go to college and you too can graduate. How many times could I ever thank them? And I'm going to get choked up right now thinking about that. Allow me to give you a little glimpse of the upcoming State of the University address that I'll be providing for the April Board of Trustees meeting. Campbellsville University, well, it's really on solid ground, I'll have to tell you that. And as you'll see some of the pictures, we have seen the storms of COVID-19, but not only have we survived, but we have thrived. You'll see our students are masked up and kept their distances and stayed safe, and I think that was the important part. Our fall semester this past year saw the largest incoming freshman class in the history of Campbellsville University, due in part to CU Somerset, right here in your town. Now, our offerings continue to grow, and it goes throughout this system. We have a robust, and I'm going to tell you, a robust set of programs. Let's take a look at enrollment. You'll see this slice of this pie over here, and it's difficult, I realize, to see here today. But in there is a small slice that deals with Somerset. So if you look at the nearly 14,000 students and where we get them, many of them come through Louisville, there's no doubt. We have many on the main campus, but each one of the regional centers make up a huge segment of what Campbellsville University is doing. Note that the days of having only one location or one mode of delivery are long gone. You're a slice of that pie. If you look now at the next one, slice of enrollment, and you'll see where the numbers have gone up over the past several years. The Lord has blessed us. As a Christian university, we lean heavily upon that mission. And Christ and God has been good to Campbellsville University, and we must repay that gift. Somerset, Louisville, Liberty, Hodgenville, Paris. Look at you see they're all coming. I think you have to punch them up there, Angie. Campbellsville. all across Kentucky, where we're located, and in the United States. Not only are we here in Kentucky, but we are also in 2 centers in California. We have been teaching in Chicago as well as Jacksonville, Florida. Once again, we're moving forward. Recently, we received approval of the higher education ministry out of Toronto, and we are going to be opening this summer in Ontario, Canada, with a new center. We also have an office in Hyderabad, India, and one in Beijing, China. We'd love to have one in Japan. If we could just find somebody to make the introduction, anyone in the room that knows anyone in Japan who could help us, we would be happy to come to Japan as well. I say to you that it is important that higher education not continue as it's always continued. As a side right moment, I will tell you this past year has been a difficult year. And I fear in some regards we have lost a year. And I'm not talking about higher education alone here. I'm talking about K all the way through. It's been a tough year. And we're going to see what happens as we come back to school in the fall. The physical plant of Campbellsville University is also growing. I've got a few slides here that I can show for you. We have, I think the first one maybe is the Wellness Center that's gone in. That's not a real dramatic view of the Wellness Center. It's got basketball courts and weight rooms and all kinds of other kinds of wonderful things in that building. We also, I'll let you just go through those quickly. Our new mass communication center, being a broadcaster, Mike, you've seen some of our previous facilities on our campus, and now we have the brand new Mass Comm Center with new studios and things of that sort. We have a new stadium and field house. We had our first game the other night, on Thursday night, April 1st. We had our first football game where fans could come to the stadium. The fans were there. Lindsey Wilson was there. I think our team forgot to show up. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. But we'll get them there in the fall. Trust me. There's that school of chiropractic that Donna was speaking about. Donna, think we're going to do a walkthrough on that next week. Is that right? So we'll do a walkthrough. It's finished. It's going to be grand. And here's one thing I want to show you. If you've ever been on our campus and you've seen the chapel, we are building the new Heilman Welcome Center that will reflect right across the street from the chapel and reflect the grandeur of that chapel. And on the drawing board, the School of Business. We've had several meetings on this, and it looks like it's moving forward. This is going to be a wonderful addition. Locally, right now, we just Don and I walked through with Angie the new center that we have at the No Center, the expansion that we have there, and I'll let you run through those. There's the Market Bistro. If you haven't had dinner or lunch there, it's time to grab it. The No Center, the classrooms. Of course, there's the cosmetology as well as barbering, and this is something special here. This is something we tried to do at every location, is have a chapel, and this is a wonderful place for students to come and meditate and get to know each other as well as get to know the Lord. It's a wonderful thing. I would just say that Campbellsville University is building this, is here to stay. You know, I mentioned it was a difficult year, K through doctorate for students. It's been challenging for their families. We have established something called the tuition guarantee. Now, the tuition guarantee, it's an opportunity for students to come to college with a 100% tuition coverage. Now, here's how it works, and I can't see this real well from here, but here's a slide. But basically, how this is going to work is that we're going to have an opportunity for students to come to us, and if they have a Pell Grant, and if they have keys, and they worked hard in high school, and will come to us, we are going to cover that last mile of tuition for them. Now, this is not going to cover room and board. It's not going to cover fees. But for that last mile of tuition, where mom and dad used to have to dig into the purse or go get that extra loan, we are going to cover that. I hope that you will come to our center here in Somerset to learn more about that, or talk to someone at our main campus as we do this. Let me jump to this. I told you I'd get you out of here. I'm messed up, not quite there, but I'm going to get there. Each year we have a tradition that we started with Mike Carter years ago to announce the winner of the annual full tuition scholarship for entrepreneurism. It's based on the entrepreneurial contest, and you see some how it works. It's basically students compete. They are then chosen, not by us, but by the entrepreneur committee, and then the students receive that tuition scholarship. And there you should see the first year was Justin, and now you see Justin is now, Mayfield is graduated. It worked. He got the full ride, came to Campbellsville University. He was also on the fishing team. Some of you may recall his entrepreneurism. He built Justin's Johns. These were toilets that you take out on your bass fishing boat. I don't want to see that anymore. But anyway, that's what. And finally, I'll just say this to you, that, you know, this has been a hard year. We've said that. Let me restate an axiom, and politics aside, an old guy by the name of Tip O'Neill. He's out of Massachusetts, Speaker of the House. And Tip O'Neill said at one time, all politics are local, and that's true. We can talk about highways, but what about the street in front of your house? All politics can become local. But I say to you also that all education is local as well. And I encourage you to look local. I encourage you to look at us and at the community college, the Somerset Community College. The important thing is get our young people into school and get them ready for vocation, get them ready for life. I know that I've stepped over my 2-minute, 3-minute mark. I apologize for that. No, he says take your time as he gets the hook out and begins to pull me off the stage. I get that. Come and see us at Campbellsville University. I promise that the football team next year in the new stadium will look better. Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, the photo op. Yes, yes, okay.
Also, Dr. Hedgepath, would you come? This just says, on behalf of Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce, we would like to award you with a friend of the chamber.
Absolutely. I'm a friend. Okay, now let's stand right here and we'll hold these like this. See? Are we good? Now for the second half of my speech. No, I'm off here. I'm off here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What a great speaker. Give him a big hand. Bobby, we have all kinds of giveaways today, so bear with us. We'll give those out. First one, 20% off M&W Printing. If you would, I'm going to put my auctioneer's voice on. We'll roll through these. The last three numbers, 962, 962. Way in the back corner here. The next up is, make sure I get this name right, Mike, Buffalo Wings and Rings, $25 gift card. 128. 128's the last three numbers. 128. 128. 128. All right, right there. We have one more of those. Thank you, Mr. Whitaker. 134. 134 is the next. 134. 134. Hey, right here in the front. All right. Next up, we have a Campbellsville University sweatshirt gift bag. And the last three numbers are 127. 127. Tiff, it makes me think right over here. Ken wins. Feels like I'm at bingo or something. Next up, we have a Campbellsville tumbler gift bag. And the last three numbers are 125. Blue ticket, 125. Anybody? 125. All right, moving on. 804. 804. Representative Baker. Next up, we have RB Dry Cleaning, $20 off. This is a white ticket. White ticket, $394. The last three numbers, $394. Way back on the left side. Chick-fil-A sweets. We got cookies or something? Blue ticket, 140. 140. Blue ticket, 140. Anybody? All right, we'll do it again. 120. 120. All right, right here in the front. We have one more of those. Sean doesn't eat them beforehand. 965. 965. Okay, the partner back here in the back, good deal. You should have sat at that table. Next up, Minuteman Press cups and mass combo. It says there's 3 of these. Is that right, Bobby? I'm giving one out at a time. Okay, all right. I said we had a lot of gifts. 133. 133, right here in the front row. Next up, we have got ticket number, last three, 132. I want to shake them up. 132. Way in the back, way in the back. And we have one more of those, 801, 801. 801. All right. Next up, 958, 958. 958. Okay. Nobody's picking it. We'll keep rolling. 135. 135. Blue ticket, last 3 numbers, 135. Yeah. Yes. All right. And if we gave all 3 of those away? Okay. Gas cards. Cumberland Lake Shell, $25 gift cards. Thank you all. Last 3 numbers, 000. All right. We have, do we have two triple zeros? Do we have 2 triple? No, I had 2 different people raising their hand though. Now, you raise your, okay. All right. This is a red ticket. I think it's the only red ticket in here. 997. Right here. 997. Red ticket. Has anybody got a red ticket? Red ticket. I'm sorry. Way over on the far left. Kentucky State Parks. All right. All right. These are donated. The next 4 gifts are donated from TTAI. First is a Baxter's gift basket. Blue ticket, 964. 964. Right here. Mr. Measle wins. You'll come again, won't you? Next is 003. 003. All right. All right, Donnie, will you raise your hand? So if you win these next 2 gift certificates or cards or whatever, go see Donnie and he'll hook you up with them. These are $50 gift cards to Mellow Mushroom, okay? But see Donnie, we don't actually have them. He's hiding them. Ticket 142. All right. You see Donnie afterwards. And the last winner, 883. 883. Scott wins. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. Before you leave, don't forget next Tuesday, or next month, the first Tuesday of the month, which will be May the 4th, big-time speaker again, Senator Rand Paul will be here. So come early. At this time, I'm going to sort of put him on the spot. Representative Shane Baker, if you would you come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to close out?